Hello everyone, and welcome to another Let's Look At. Today we're going to be looking at Galactagirl. For those of you who are old school and like a good old-fashioned beat-em-up, shoot-em-up kind of game that's speedy and takes a pretty good amount of skill, at least from where I'm sitting, because I didn't get all that far. Mainly because I tried to record something else and found out about an hour after recording it didn't actually record, but that's just my problems. On with the game here, because we're going to be getting into it after I adjust the sound effects and the music volume. Because out the gate, they are a little high on my end, but then again, I keep my volume up pretty loud anyway. Probably not the developer's fault. I will say though, from what I remember playing this was a phenomenal game. The story's not bad, but I'm going to be honest, the story's not why you're going to be playing this. I highly recommend that you try this out. The link is in the description below. This is... If you ever played Mega Man growing up, it's faster paced than Mega Man. At least faster paced than I played Mega Man, unless you're counting X4, but we're getting off topic here. Because this, I think it was described as like a sort of Sonic the Hedgehog / like Mega Man experience or something like that. I agree partially with the Sonic thing, because your objective is to go speeding through the level. That might sound tedious, that might sound boring, it's not. From what I can tell, there's different paths to go through each level. And while you're only going side-scroller, you know, there could be 3 levels you could go, with different enemies on each level, different obstacles, different ways of getting around it. And I'm just going to be honest here, your character is pretty darn agile. And by that I mean, I think this is one of the more agile heroines I think I've ever played a game in, or with, rather. And that's saying a lot. Especially, and I'm not usually one for games with pixel graphics, but this game is great. Like, you'd never hear me say that, so that's high praise. But let's get into it, because the story's over. That's pretty much all you're going to get. Besides the little tutorial area here, I was still learning my way around the game. I highly recommend that you have a gamepad, which this took me a little while to get used to. It's down, and I think that's A on the 360 controller. But yeah, sliding is an integral part, but don't worry, after the first level, you get very used to the controls fairly quickly. You might make a flub up here and there. But, yeah, you can jump, double jump, you can kick jump off of walls, you can basically just, like, go through the floor here. Yeah, you just do that. That also breaks blocks and enemies below you, as evidenced, well, right about here. See if I can do that again. And we haven't even gotten to the more agile things she can do yet. I was just exploring the tutorial area, because that's what I do. I always try and explore everything I can. And found out, oh, there is a thing you can go slide underneath there. It's a little hard to see, though, due to the graphic style, which is one of the reasons I don't like it that much. But, if it's done well, this is also pretty easy to do. You just hold the right bumper, and then hit the attack button over and over again. This is very useful, and I forgot all about it for quite a while here in the first level, but it actually really helps go through the levels faster. There's also a sort of high score system. I don't know if you want to call it a high score system or just a time trial, but whenever you complete a level, it records how fast you did the level. So if you want to go back and do it and see if you can beat your time, which is kind of cool. I wanted to try this out. I was like, whoops, I forgot something. I see myself going back and playing this a little bit in my off time, maybe when I'm rendering something. It's very, very cool. We're not even into the level yet. Anyway, the first level's right over here. As soon as I can figure out, all right, I have to go under that. 3:45. I think I missed the best time by like a second. But we'll see here. I don't remember. I just played this like 2 minutes ago. How do you not remember? I don't know. Also, unlike a lot of games, you only seem to have to hit enemies once. At least only in the first level, you only have to hit enemies once and they die. Now, as far as your health goes, the health in the top left of the screen, as I said, your health automatically goes up when you're not being hit. I think when you hit it, when you kill enemies, it also goes up. Yeah, it does, apparently. So, yeah, I mean, it's not that difficult to heal back up if you have a bad run of sorts. As long as you don't just keep doing it. This is not the fastest route by any stretch of the word there. I'm just like messing up over and over. If I went the high route, probably would have done a bit better. Right there, the advanced targeting system would have come in greatly in handy. I don't think that's why you speak proper English. It would have came in handy up there, because I could have just skipped the dip in the world there. Or there. I could have been probably already done with it if I'd went up, instead of relying on the big red thingy. I don't know what you call those things. Spring, I guess. There you go. But I'm starting to get the hang of it. Yeah. Not real well, though, but yeah. I will say, once you do get used to the controls, you feel, I don't want to say invincible, because you will probably still get hit from time to time, but man, do you feel good when you get used to it. It's just gratifying to be able to do things like that. I do have one little complaint, but I think that's more my fault than anything, is that when I was trying to kick off one wall and go back, I had a tendency of doing the dive attack. I think that's because I was hitting down a little bit on the D-pad, but I think that's just me. So that's when I remembered, oh yeah, I have that. Also, yes, there is some platforming involved, so if you are not good at platforming, this could be a problem. But to be fair, I'm not that good at platforming, and I find it pretty easy, all in all. Like, my highest platforming feat is what? I don't have a lot of platforming feats, considering I don't play many of them, like... It doesn't matter right now, but... Yeah, part of this game is about the whole don't get hit thing, and the other part of it is finding the best route to get the highest score. If you're not into that kind of stuff, well, then it might not be as fun for you, but as you can see, could have went a lot faster if I chose the correct route. I usually am the kind of player that just kind of goes with what's in front of him. I don't really think about what's the best for me in the long run, which can hurt you in a game like this. Now, as far as enemy variation, there seems to be like, what, 3 or 4 enemy types in each level so far. I've only went to the second level so far, as you'll see here in a minute. I have trouble with wall kicks. I don't know why, but... Also, those do go underneath or bypass things, but of course you have to time it right. And I thought they went, like, infinite, but no, it's only a set distance you can do that with. They were almost to the end of the first level in another minute or so. I think it took me 4 minutes, something like that. Mainly because I kept screwing up, like, right there. Oh man, so many memories come flooding back how long I played Sonic the Hedgehog growing up. Oh man, I sucked at it, don't get me wrong here, but it was fun, great fun. Of course, some of my best memories were playing Sonic Adventure DX for the Dreamcast. Anybody ever had a Dreamcast? Man, you and me are part of a rare breed. Excuse me. I didn't understand the destroy. That's the same thing as when you're targeting your advanced attack. Yeah, you just hold the right bumper and then attack. Did I beat the time? I should have. I did barely beat the time by 4 seconds. Haha. So yeah. I did get hit 11 times. Obviously not the best you could have done. But, you know, I had great fun doing it. Now I'm going to try the second level here real quick. I don't remember getting all that far in it because, well, let's face it, it's quite a bit more dangerous than the first level. Mainly just because they throw a few more curveballs at you and what enemies will do as far as trying to attack you. And I wasn't really prepared for it. I'm bleeding. I don't even know why I'm bleeding, but my leg is bleeding. That's not important right now. What's important is I started remembering that I have certain abilities that will make this go much faster. Can you imagine trying to go through this manually? There's like so many enemies and like... I mean, that was much faster. Yeah, those guys are annoying, I'll just tell you right now. The little Power Ranger looking fellas, oh man, they're bad. Because they throw things straight up in the air. I think it would have been faster if I just went down and I wouldn't have gotten hit by that guy right there, but oh well. Oh man, I almost fell in the water. This is also where I found a glitch, so if you are watching this developer, I hope this helps you in some way. It's not right here, but you'll know it when you see the glitch. And hopefully you can get that ironed out, because I look forward to playing this if you update it at all. And hopefully I encourage a few more people to try this. Because seriously, great. Of course, I also forgot, I always forget those robotic things, you don't want to try and jump over their projectiles, you want to swing at it. Because if you try and jump it, you usually get hit. And if you always jump over those things, they throw up so you get hit. I'm a very jump-oriented dodger in games like this, so it kind of screwed me over a little bit here. But to be fair, that was my own shortcomings, not the game's, because I didn't learn and adapt. You know, I think the glitch is coming up like, I don't know, like 20 seconds from now. It's not that long. I think it's after this. It was right near here, I think, because I remember the loop-de-loop. I remember I got hit right around here. Because right after the glitch is when I quit, and the glitch is kind of game-breaking when you get down to it. I was wrong. I know it is relatively near here, because we're getting near the end of the recording. I don't remember wandering around that long. Oh, it's here. No. I guess not. Well, either way. Hopefully I'm doing this game some justice here. Oh, there it is. That's the glitch. I'm not dead. I should be dead, because I just kind of went through the floor. But yeah, hopefully this helps the developer find what's wrong here. But thank you guys very much for watching. And hopefully I shall see you next time. Farewell, everyone. Until then.